Hello everyone, Jilles Groskamp here from Team Infinity, and today in this video I want to talk about the Infinity IF14 Speciale. This is my first video and I'm very happy to make finally a video for the new electric touring car, the IF14 Speciale. And I just built a completely fresh one here, and it's just a beauty. I thought to introduce this car, I don't think we need so much because it was already on the internet. But I was thinking for the new customer, I think this is a good opportunity to go through the first thing that I think about for this car when you build it, and that you want to go on track and everything is ready to go. So today in this video I want to go through the basic setup first, and how to do the starting setup by doing the droop settings, the camber, the caster, because with this system of the new car you need a few different devices than in the past. So in this video I want to show you that, so come and have a look. So here we are with all the tools that you need to make the setup of the car before you go on the track. And I think you immediately see some new tools. This is the Officina RC, the Monaco RC droop measurement, and these disc you screw on the wheel axle directly, so you measure the wheel axle height and not the droop under the arm. It's more like an accurate way to measure the droop. This new device is the caster device. So this because of the new upper arm system, it's a very accurate way to measure the caster, and it's also of course a very important tuning. Yeah, the rest of the parts you already know: drop locks, ride height. This is the turnbuckle tool. Just some device like the calibers tools, and of course the camber measurement. So now I will go through the first things. So this is the first thing you measure, is the droop, and yeah, you can keep on the shocks. It's the best way to measure the droop with the shocks on. And a good starting setup is 23.4 millimeter, and that's the measurement that you have with the 10 millimeter droop blocks. So that means the axle height is 23.4 millimeter above the ground. So you have to try to measure this and put them at 23.4 on both sides. After measuring the droop, you have to take off the shocks, and you can check the roll bar. If the roll bar lifts up at the same time, left and right. If you doubt about this, you can easily adjust the roll bar by making it longer or shorter on each side. Going to the rear of the car, default setting is 22.4 millimeter for the droop setting in the rear, and again with the 10 millimeter block, it's right there. So now we come to a very important new thing on this car, and this is called the caster, and I will start with the rear. Normally you can only change the camber and the toe, but with this new device you can also measure the caster from Officina RC. And the caster is a very nice feature because we have an upper link with two turnbuckle. You can adjust not only the camber but also the caster. And the caster, you want to have the upright a little bit move more forward in an angle, and the default setting is around 1 degree. So I will show you now how to install and fix this device on the hub. First we're gonna make it on 0. Now it's 0. And I always make sure my setup board is with the water bubble is as straight as possible. Now I'm gonna mount it on the hub. For this I take the shortest screw, the M3x4, and I will install the caster device, and I gently tight the 4mm screw. Be careful, don't tight it too much, just tight it till it's not moving anymore. So at the moment the rear caster is 2.75, and I already set the camber to exactly 2 degrees. So basically the only thing you need to do now is you kind of close this camber link and you open a little bit this one, so the camber stays the same, but the caster goes slowly to the correct caster. So now I need a little bit more. Again, this one in and that one also, and as you can see, very little movement, and now it's 0.9 degrees, so it's very close. So again, with this device it's really nice and it's very accurate, and as you can see, the small changes you make, there's already a big difference on the caster. Now also the other side was done. Make sure that the ball joints here, they are straight, so the suspension can move freely. Now it's time to measure the toe-in, and let's measure the same. Default setting is 3 degrees. Now looking to the front caster. As you know, in the past the caster blocks were 4 degrees, and also a good starting setup for this car is also 4-degree caster. And now I adjusted it at 3.85. It's very close to 4. And yeah, the camber is remains 2 degrees, also in the front. And if you want to make some adjustments, you easily open or close one or the 2 turnbuckles, and you will find the correct settings. Of course, also the toe out is very important. Normally it's about 1 to 1.5 degree toe out, and the best way to double check this is also to measure the steering linkage, and you want to make sure that the steering linkage are equal left-right, so you kind of measure the lengths of the steering linkage and they need to be the same. Okay, that's the basic setup for the car. Of course, the last thing you measure is the ride height, and yeah, ride height is also around 5mm front and 5.4 in the rear, about. That's also depends on the track, and it depends on a few more things. So that's my explanation for the basic setup. These are the things that you have to do before you hit the track. Of course, there are a lot more things to think about. Think about the weight, left, right, front, rear, of course. For sure, in the next videos I will also go in more detail about this kind of thing. If you have any other suggestions for new videos about the IF14 Speciale, please put it in a comment or send me a message, and I will try to do more videos for this car and explain you more things. Thank you again for watching, and see you next time.